How are you all? I'm back again. I'm Shonali from KnowMerit, and today we are going to start another class where we are going to create our own game. So, this game is about space. Do you like space? Do you get, goosebumps when you see those space movies and aliens and asteroids and such spaceships and everything? I just, love space. So I thought, okay, why not today we create something that is related to space? And today we are going to do the project in Scratch. So first, let's quickly open our Scratch account. You can see I have already logged in and I have just opened my previous project, but don't worry, let me just go back to my profile. I can click on create and I can open a new project page. So now I have got my own project page. I'll delete the cat, and as today we are going to do a space project, I will go to the backdrop section here, and I'm just trying to add a space kind of background. So I will go to the space section and I will add something from here. Maybe I'll just add the stars or maybe the nebula, why not? And now for the sprite, I'm not going to use something from the sprite library. Today I will show you how you can get your own sprite from the internet. So first we need to search for a file like a picture, but just make sure that is a .jpeg file or .png file. These two files you can edit them easily. The SVG or the other files, you can't just edit them easily. So I'm just going to search for my spaceship today, and let me just go to Google. I will search for the spaceship images. Okay, look, there are so many different kind of spaceships are there, and you can just get any one of it from here. And I think I'm going to use this one. This one looks really cool, and I'm going to click on save image as, and just okay. This file will not get supported, so because it's a WEBP file, so I have to search for something else. Let me search this one. I will just try to save it. Okay, this is a PNG image, so it would get supported easily. So I will just give it a name, spaceship, so that I can identify it. And the same way, I'm going to search for an asteroids. You can, search for anything. I'm going to search for the asteroids. Look, there are many different kinds of asteroids. You can just pick any one of it. I'm going to get something like blue in color, or maybe this one. This one looks good. So I'll just right click and try to save image as. And I'll just, this one also a JPG file, so I can just, use it easily. Just give it the name asteroid 1. So now we have completed the first step, that is to download our sprite. Now for the next step, we will go to Google again and open this website that calls remove background from image. I will just, write it down. This is a very good website or from where you can just remove the backgrounds from your image. Otherwise, it's really very hard. Just erase it. Can you go to this site, remove.pg, and they will remove the backdrops from your sprite. So I'll just click on the first link and just need to upload the image. I have stored them in desktop. First, the spaceship. I will click on download to download it. Then again, I will upload another one, that is the asteroid. Open. I will click on, download to download it. Now you can go back to your Scratch page, and there at the bottom where we have the cat face from where we normally get our sprites, you can click there. Let me just close these files. And look at the top, there is an arrow like thing. it says upload sprite. From here, you can upload your sprite. So I want this files that has that remove.bg extensions, and I think those are in the download section. So I'll first upload the asteroid. Look, I have the asteroid. Don't worry about the size. Again, just upload sprite, and I will add the spaceship here. So I have the asteroid and I have my spaceship. So both of them are like right now very big. So the spaceship, I'm going to make it 50% of its size. Maybe like 30%. It's still too big for me. Yep. And the asteroids, I'm also going to make it like 20% of its size. Yep, now it's fine. So now let's go back to the spaceship. Today we are going to learn some more concepts about the loops, and like we will learn how to stop our game when we want to stop it and many more other things. So first with the spaceship, we are going to control the spaceship in the up and down direction. So for that, in our previous lesson, we learned how we can use the Y axis to move our sprite up and down. So I will go to events, get a green flag clicked. Now I want to give it a starting position. So I'll just go to motion and make it like go here, go to XY. Now, the thing is, the spaceship will move until it's touching the asteroid. So now I will apply that logic. So let's go to control. So when you go to control, there is a very interesting block. Look, these are all the loops like the forever, the repeat 10, the wait until, the repeat until. Today I'm going to use the repeat until it's touching the asteroids. And when we want our sprite, it's touching something, it's touching a color or it's touching another sprite, just like our sense organs. So we will go to sensing. It's just like sensing from your sense organs, like with the help of your sense organs, you can smell a beautiful rose, you can just taste some good food, you can hear good music with your ears. Just like that, a sprite can feel if it's touching the mouse pointer, if it's touching some color, or a different color is touching something, or if it's far away for something or it's very close to something. So now from here, I will get the first option, that is touching mouse pointer, and I will put it in the repeat until, and I will change it to asteroid. So we are going to now all the works under this section will be done until the spaceship is touching the asteroid. So repeat until touching asteroids, and we are going to move it up down. So I'll go to control, and we are going to use a condition block here, that is the if then. So let's take a if then and put it inside it. So the if then block, it would do something if the condition is true. So if, again, go to sensing, we want our spaceship to feel, we are pressing some keys from the keyboard. If up arrow is pressed, we will move it up. So to move it up, we must change the Y, because again, just take a look at it. Change Y because the arrow beside Y is pointing in the up and down direction. So we are going to change the Y by 10. And it's time to check. It's going up. Look, it's going up properly. Now for the down, you can just duplicate this thing, put it under it. And for the down arrow, change the name to down and just put a minus sign. And let's check if it's working. Going up, coming down, going up, coming down. So it's just working properly, you can see. So I'm very happy with it. And what would happen if it's touching the asteroid? So at that time, we will send a message, game over. Now in Scratch, there is a very interesting option that says, broadcasting. Now, what is broadcasting? You can, first of all, you can get that broadcast block from events. It's right there in events, broadcast message one. And today we are going to put it under the repeat until. Suppose there is a person. Okay. Here we go. We have a person. He is sending some message to some other person standing there. Now, the thing is, everyone can see the message, but it depends on them who will pay attention, who will, accept the message. Suppose I have 10 friends and I am just trying to call them. Now, it's not like that everyone is going to pick up the call, but the friends who are going to pick up my call, they will be able to hear me and they will do what I want them to do. It's just like broadcasting. Here we will broadcast the message game over when the asteroid will touch the rocket. And at that time, we will stop everything. That is just broadcasting. I will show you, make a complete different video just on broadcasting and how does it work, but it's a very important topic. So for now you can understand broadcasting, it's when a sprite send some invisible message to other sprite, and the other sprite, if it received this message, if it accept the message, it would do what you want it to do. Now we can just go back to our asteroids, and the asteroids we are again going to give it a starting position. So green flag is clicked. Motion, I'll just give it a starting position here to the extreme right, somewhere at the extreme right. Now I want 5 asteroids from these one asteroid, or say 7 asteroids from these one asteroid. How to do that? So what you can do, you can create clones of it. Cloning is another interesting feature in Scratch. That is, cloning means you create something similar to you, something that's just look like you. Here we are going to create clones of these asteroids. So let's do that. You can, if you scroll down in control, there is the option create clone of myself. That is the second last block, and we are going to use it. So create clone of myself. I'm going to put it in a forever loop. So let's check what happened if we create clone of it. You can't see the clones because they are one after another, but if I put it in a forever loop, it would keep on creating clones like that. But in Scratch, we have a clone limit, that is 300 clones. You can create maximum 300 clones at a time. I just want 5 clones, so I will just use the repeat block here. When you want to do something again and again and for a particular period of time, you can use the repeat. So I will just 5, or maybe let's go for 6. Just create 6 clones. So 6 create. Now let's check what happens. I have the clones, but they are again just one after another. You can see I tried to create 6 clones, but I can see seven of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But why I am seeing 7 of them when I just, create 6 clones? Because one of them is the original one, that is not the clone, that is the real one from where the clones were created. So how can we solve this problem? We can easily use a hide block from looks and put it under the repeat to solve it. Let's check now how many clones we get. Look, I just have 6 clones now. I don't have the original one. Now we need to give it instruction what to do when it's starting to, make its clone. Yeah, let's do that. Before that, I just wanted to say, like, it's very important how we handle the clones, because the coding will be completely different. We can't use the green flag clicked here or anything from the event blocks. The clones need some different instructions. So when you go to control, we will get the option that is says when I start as a clone, then we want them to move from right to left. So again, if you want to move something from right to left, you can use the X option. So we will go to motion and we will get the change X by, and we are trying to move it to the left hand side. So we will change the X by -10 here, and you can put it in a variable loop, or you can do like move it until it's touching the spaceship. So we can again use the repeat until and just, you know, go to sensing and we can use the touching option, touching spaceship. So now let's check if they are moving properly. Do you see the clones? No, right? Because we told them like to hide, but we haven't done any instruct to show them up. So we can just do like this, go to looks and show them up after when they are starting as a clone. But still we will have some error. And let's check. Looks they are just moving at the same time. The clones are moving at the same time. So that's not good. So we need to, separate them. So we can just go like these. We can go to motion, can get a go to XY. The go to XY was like 216 and Y 14. So we will just, separate them along the Y axis. Like we will just, like some of them will be here, some will be here, some will be here, some will be here, and some of them will be here. So just want to separate them like this. How can we do that? We will go to operators and get the pick random from there. So my first y was 114. So I will just keep that in mind and just make them move from 120 to say minus 150. I just change the y randomly, look, not the x. So their x position will be still same. They will be on the right hand side, but they will, start to go to different y position and they will be separated. So I will just put it before the show block and just then after that they should show up. Now look at them. They are coming from different position and they will stop. Look, the asteroids, those are touching the spaceship and they are getting stopped. Again, let's take a look and look as because of the pick random, every time you move them, they are just coming from different position. That's all. Let's give it a name. You can call it spaceship versus asteroids, you know, and yeah, that's all for today. We will complete the game in our next class. Till then, take care and try to complete it and have a great day. Thank you so much for your time.